Last week I made a video regarding the monkeypox situation in the world and especially the emergency declaration by the World Health Organization. The statement of this meeting was released on the 23rd of July 2022, and today I wanted to give you an update on the number of cases in the world, in the UK, in the US and in Europe. The number of monkeypox cases has been increasing over the last 2.5-3 months, definitely. But also I wanted to discuss a little more about how this virus and how the disease is transmitted and what are the real risks. Because it is not like COVID, it is not like the flu, it is not transmitted in the same way. And we do know quite a bit about monkeypox because it is not a new virus. It is a virus that has been observed for many years actually. And so we do know quite a bit about the way it is transmitted and about the potential risk. So what I want to do first is to show you an older paper, not very old, but 2 years old. This is a paper that discusses monkeypox human infection before COVID. Very interesting. And then I will show you a new paper just published 1 week ago, which tells us about what is the situation regarding monkeypox today, who is infected, what are the modes of transmission, and who is most at risk of being infected. And then, finally, I will show you cases in the world, in the US, in the UK, and in Europe. So that's how we're going to break it down. And as always, I really want to thank all the viewers, all the subscribers, all the people who comment. Keep on commenting, keep on watching these videos, keep on liking them and subscribing if you have not subscribed yet. Because I will be coming up with a lot more very exciting videos on this topic and other topics as well in the coming days. And if you are subscribed, you will be informed when new videos are coming out. And also it's a lot easier to stay in touch. So that being said, let's get started. And I wanted to show you another paper which was published before the COVID pandemic in April 2020 and regarding monkeypox cases in the United Kingdom. Human-to-human transmission of monkeypox virus. And this was a case in October 2018, but the paper was published in 2020. That shows you how long it takes sometimes to do research and to publish this data. It usually takes quite a bit of time. So at the time, what was the understanding of monkeypox transmission? As I write here, transmission was probably through contact with contaminated bedding, close contact, and monkeypox caused by monkeypox virus, which is related to the variola virus, which causes smallpox. They also write that monkeypox is generally less severe than smallpox among unvaccinated persons. So here people vaccinated with the smallpox vaccine, right? So if you have not had the smallpox vaccine, the case fatality rate can be up to 10% with monkeypox. What is a possible reason for the increase in the number of cases of monkeypox? Here's a write that one possible reason could be the waning immunity to smallpox. Okay, so smallpox vaccine does help. It does protect to some degree, but it's not 100%, and it does wane over time like every vaccine, even though the smallpox vaccine is usually durable. It usually lasts for many years, unlike the COVID, right? So unlike the COVID vaccines, this is a different case here. But now the new finding is that, you see, in 2020, cases of human monkeypox outside Africa were rare. And in the United Kingdom, the likelihood of travel-associated monkeypox cases is low. And at the time, only 2 years ago, human-to-human transmission of monkeypox outside Africa had not been reported. Important, and most cases were, or even all of cases were, actually reported in Nigeria, in West Africa. And we already knew at the time that monkeypox was mostly transmitted through close contact with skin lesions, or by exposure to large respiratory droplets during face-to-face contact. The main difference compared to a few years ago with monkeypox is that now monkeypox has gone outside Africa and it is infecting Western countries a lot more, especially Europe, and numbers growing in the US as well. So that's really the news, the new finding. But again, this virus is really affecting a specific population, okay, a specific part of the population. it is unlikely to affect everyone because of its modes of transmission, because of its characteristics. A new paper that just came out recently, which looks at monkeypox infections in humans across 16 countries, just came out about a week ago, and this paper is published in the New England Journal of Medicine, which is a very well-known medical journal. So I wanted to give you a bit more scientific data and information about transmission and about the real risk of this. And they write here that monkeypox is a zoonotic virus, DNA virus, related to the virus that causes smallpox. And this was first described in 1970 in humans, 1970 in Congo. So this is a virus that has been popping up regularly for a long time now, for over 50 years. This is not new. It is a known virus, and there has been many articles written and published. As you will see, the numbers have been increasing in the world. So there is really something going on. Let's try to understand a bit better what's happening. So, how is monkeypox transmitted? Transmission of monkeypox occurs through large respiratory droplets. And that's something most people do not know. Close or direct contact with skin lesions. So these are really the most likely modes of transmission of monkeypox. And as far as I've read in the literature, it's mostly close or direct contacts with skin lesions. So now some important results from this study. 528 cases of confirmed human monkeypox infection from 5 continents, 16 countries examined in this paper. Something very important, 98% of infected were gay or bisexual men. 75% were white. So this is really a virus that seems to infect mostly gay and bisexual men. 41% had HIV. That's actually a very large number. So that's an important piece of information as well. HIV, which may well contribute to infection from monkeypox too. Maybe it is due to their lowered immune system. 96% of those with HIV were taking ART. Skin lesions were noted in 95% of the people who were infected, 95% had skin lesions. That's very, very high. And here we have a breakdown of where these skin lesions were. Anogenital area, 73%. Trunk, arms and legs, 55%. Face, 25%. Palms and soles, 10%. And they show some very graphical images. I don't really like to look at these pictures. I just show it to you because they showed it in the paper, just to show you what it looks like. So that's what these monkeypox lesions look like. Regarding the question of transmission, this is something quite interesting, I thought, in this paper. The suspected means of monkeypox virus transmission, as reported by the clinician, was sexual close contact in 95% of the cases. It was not possible to confirm sexual transmission. However, it becomes quite clear from this report that the people who were infected very often had many sexual partners in a short period of time. 20% had attended large gatherings with more than 30%, such as pride events. 32% visited sex-on-site venues within the previous month. That's an important indication here. 20% reported engaging in chemsex, sex associated with drugs. So again, the monkeypox virus and the disease associated with it really do affect mostly a certain category of people engaged in sexual activities with multiple partners. Now, I don't want to point the finger to a specific group of people, but that's what is written in this report here. So I'm just reading what the report says. This is a scientific study, and these are facts. All I'm saying is that it is not likely to affect the large majority of the population. This is not going to affect people the way COVID has affected people. Now, they do write here that although monkeypox has been disproportionately affecting gay or bisexual men and other men who have sex with men, monkeypox is no more a gay disease than it is an African disease. So it can affect anyone. That's what they write here. And they did identify 9 heterosexual men with monkeypox. So this means that everyone has to be careful, but so far the large majority of people affected by monkeypox are mostly involved in sexual activities, multiple sexual partners, etc. And especially gay men, apparently, and bisexual men. That's what it is, that's what we know so far, but you have to remember that this virus can be transmitted through close contact, especially if you have lesions. The numbers were nearly zero in May 2022, and today, beginning of August 2022, we are at roughly 21,000 number of cases, confirmed cases in the world. However, as you can see, even though there is a strong increase, there are also periods where the numbers stay pretty much constant, which means that there is no increase in the number of cases. Now we see the situation in the United States here. The numbers have been increasing. The numbers are about 4,630 right now in the United States, beginning of August. In the United Kingdom, the numbers have been increasing quite steadily too, but over the last 2-3 weeks, the number of cases have been relatively stable. A little bit of increase, but as you can see, it's not a huge increase. If we look at a 1 month period, we went from roughly a bit less than 5,000 in the world to about 21,000. In the US, from 315 to about 4,630, so that's quite a bit of an increase. The UK, however, has had less increase. As you can see, we went from 1,000 to 2,400. Let's have a look at Germany. There's no Europe as a whole, so let's have a look at Germany. Numbers in Germany, as you can see, are almost identical to that in the UK, okay? And the progression is almost identical as well. 2,500 cases today in Germany. Now let's have a look at the 7-day average. As you can see, 7-day average, as you can see from the 7-day average, there are periods where the numbers do decrease. There are increases and decreases. So numbers are increasing overall, but there are periods where numbers do decrease. Like in the US recently, there was a decrease in the number of cases over 7 days, okay, 7-day average. That's a good news. In the UK too, actually, there has been quite a bit of decrease, as you can see here, over the last week. So looking at this data, it really makes us relativize a little bit the potential risk and danger of this virus. And finally, let's have a quick look at the daily confirmed cases, as you can see in the world here. So there are big spikes, and there are days here where there is almost no case, okay? And these correspond, of course, to the weekends, right? Saturday and Sunday, you have almost no numbers for obvious reasons. And then again, the next Saturday and Sunday, you see, you have this again. So that's what it is. Now you see you have a big spike typically in the middle of the week. Actually, it is a Tuesday, sorry. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And as you can see, just recently, the numbers have been very low, okay? On a Thursday, so middle of the week, numbers have been very low in the world. So number of confirmed cases, new cases has been much lower than previously, as you can see here. So that's maybe a good news as well. All right. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.